Well, hey, if you're here watching this video, I want to thank you, first of all, for following me, following the channel, following the social media, and following this new adventure called Successrifice. What exactly is Successrifice? Well, that's a tricky multi-layered answer, but we're going to attempt to get into it right now. Successrifice is something that kind of started culminating in my brain around 5 years ago. I can put a timeline to that because I was going back through some emails between my attorney and I, and somewhere around the end of 2020 is when I first contacted him about registering the trademark for Successrifice. Now, I can't tell you why that word culminated in my mind. I just knew that when it did, a light bulb went off, and I was like, I need to remember this word and do something with it. So I think I probably took a note in my iPhone or something like that and just probably wrote Successrifice. And it was just something that resonated with me. And the reason why it resonated with me was because I really felt like it was a powerful word that really did a good job of summing up my life's journey, the sacrifices that I've made to get to the points of success in my life. And I've had a lot of both of those. Lots of sacrifices, lots of successes. So I really wanted to develop something that was going to help me capture all of that. I've also wanted to tell my story for a while, right? Like I've thought about writing a book, like an autobiography. I've thought about doing a YouTube channel, where I see other YouTube creators, kind of telling their story in one way or another. But I don't really want to be like everybody else, right? So I always kind of struggled with something that I could do that would set me apart from everyone else and give me an ability to tell my story in a unique way. And one thing I've certainly learned over the last 5 years about myself is that I'm constantly evolving and upgrading, right? I'm constantly making improvements to who I am as a human being. And I do that with intent, right? Like I read a book every day. I journal a lot. I talked about these things. I tried to kind of outline my life in the intro video I posted a few weeks ago, all the way through my childhood and coming up in an abusive home, a religious upbringing, time on the streets, selling drugs, going to prison, coming out of prison, creating a success story after that period of my life, just going through all these chapters of my life where I've been subjected to different things that have shaped the person that I am and that have allowed me to become the person that I am today. So I like to say I'm a person that doesn't have a lot of regrets, because certainly there are things that I'm not proud of in my history, but I also feel like without those lessons in life, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I kind of struggle with that regret concept, right? Like, I don't really know if I'm supposed to necessarily feel regret towards things that I've done. More so, maybe I feel a little bit of remorse. And there are certainly times where I wish I could rewind the clock and do some things differently. But like I said, if I wouldn't have done those things or gone through those trials and paces in my life, I wouldn't be where I am today. So Successrifice kind of just basically has outlined a foundation for me to create a new platform to tell my story. And the reason why I want to do that is because I interact with a ton of people, and I have a ton of friends that I know struggle with similar things in life. And I feel like I've lived enough life to where I can impart some of my friends with some of my wisdom from the lessons I've learned in life to help them overcome obstacles, right? And I've learned what success really means to me is being able to feed my soul. What makes my soul happy? A lot of people think about success and they attribute things like wealth or possessions or, those base level things that human beings relate to success. I've never really thought about success like that. I've always thought more about success like, am I becoming a better person, right? And a lot of that has to do with my spirituality And we'll get into more of that as this channel goes on when I talk about spirituality. And let me just preface and say it has nothing to do with religion. I don't attribute spirituality to religion. I don't attribute my relationship to God with religion. And we'll get into all that in a lot of depth because those are things that I also want to talk about because I think they're things that other human beings struggle with. So a big part of Successrifice is not only going to be telling my stories, but I'll also be sharing my philosophies on life, my beliefs about things. And if it resonates with people, great, because honestly, what feeds my soul is knowing that I can have a connection with another human being and have the ability to help them process thoughts, process struggles, and find a positive outcome on the other side of those things. Because I've been pretty successful in my ability to do that, you know, finding positive results out of adversity and challenges in life. So in a nutshell, that's what Successrifice is really all about. It's an evolutionary process. I don't have a clear blueprint or vision for what I expect Successrifice to become. I have a lot of ideas about what I think I might want it to be, but I'm really going to navigate this with a lot of input from you guys, the people that are engaging with me and watching my videos and listening to my content. I'll read all the comments. I'll engage on the comments. I really want to have wholesome, healthy, real conversations with all of you that find interest in me. So I'm grateful for you taking the time out to watch my videos, taking an interest in what I'm doing, and hopefully we'll be on this journey together for a long time. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about having an outlet to tell my story, to help other people understand how I got from where I started to where I am today. And I would consider myself a pretty successful person in the business world. And I would consider myself a pretty successful person in the human realm world, right? Like as far as what it takes to be a good human. So I think those things are important to share with the world. I think we are given gifts in life and we have to choose what to do with those gifts. And ultimately that's what our purpose in life is, to share our gifts with the world around us, to try to make the world a better place. So at its root, that is what Successrifice is. And right now it's just a seed that I'm planting and we'll see how the tree grows. So once again, thanks for following. Thanks for taking interest in me, my endeavors, my business ventures, and everything that is Rob Smead. And I promise you, I will do my best to give back to you as much as you give to me. Thanks so much, and let's see where this goes. If you truly resonate with my content and find a benefit in these videos, please take the time to like it and subscribe to the channel. That's one way you can help me and help this community grow. Appreciate you.